Hi, everyone, and welcome to your weekly predictions and forecasts for the week of November 20th through to the 26th. We have Tarot and Oracle here. We have live Tarot and Oracle at the end. You may find there's 2 cards for each day. Each day will resonate with you. Maybe only one will. It's going to be whatever energy or situations are coming in and around you this week, okay? Think of it as a heads up of some things that could be happening, all right? So let's get started. So Monday, November 20th, we have priorities. It says Master Teacher here. Oh. Just looking at this card, I love that it looks like he's packed up what is no longer of importance or whatever it is that he can leave behind out of his life, and he's heading out, taking care of the priorities, not taking care of everything that's not important. I like that. Ooh, with the 5 of Swords. Nice. Yeah. I feel like maybe for some of you on Monday, you've been up in your head. Something's been giving you a bit of anguish. Maybe you've just been feeling a bit of despair. Maybe there's just something heavy weighing on your mind. And I think what they're saying is what you need to do to get clear about this on Monday, okay, or start at least, is what's the priority here? Sit and go through all of that stuff that I want to say, like the birds here, is just swirling up there that's causing you a migraine maybe. Is it a priority? Maybe it's time to go through and start prioritizing things. And whatever isn't a priority, you drop it over in the box and you let it go. That's your Monday. Tuesday, we have Life Force, Aphrodite, and the Page of Wands. Oh, how nice. Okay. Paige, what do you love to do? I think that Tuesday is going to be a day, maybe after you've decided what your priorities are, if we're going to tie it together, okay? Or for some of you, just as its own individual day. What is it that drives you? What is it that makes you get up every morning? What is it that you love about your life, love to do in your life, brings you inspiration, that brings you joy, that makes you think that anything is possible? What is that for you? I think it is tying back to this priorities. But again, each person, each their own, okay? Because for some people, you're not going to have this energy or situation around you on Monday. But Tuesday, you may just be feeling this, I don't know, this little niggle, this little bit of inspiration. And you're going to be like, yeah, what is it that I do love? So an energy or situation will come in that's going to make you question that. Because look, she is just going with wild abandon here, right? She is just throwing that wand up in the air. She is, it's like, what can't I do? Basically, Wednesday, we have family with the Sun. Okay. So I'm getting 2 messages right away. This is very bright and shiny, okay? The Sun is going to be, a spotlight is going to be, a situation coming in is going to be highlighted around family, okay? For some of you, I feel like it is great. You know what? Maybe it's just you're feeling, you know what? I need to change the way things happen within my family unit, the way, what we do for our day-to-day, what we need to do more of. You're going to be inspired, I think, somehow with this Sun here to really maybe want to make some changes, some positive change. For others, because I'm seeing what I want to say, the Holy Spirit, the dove of peace with the olive branch, I feel like there may be a situation that is going to have the light shining on it within the family unit or extended family, where maybe an olive branch is going to have to be extended, or maybe for some of you, it will be coming into you. If you have to extend it, or if it's coming into you with the Sun card here, I feel very strongly, I'm hearing very strongly, there will be a positive outcome, okay? There will be a positive outcome. And one reason I want to say that is look how that sun's there, and it's like there's this white stream of light, which I want to say is kind of like being connected directly to God, source, universe, where you could be having an epiphany, you could be having an aha moment, you could be having a breakthrough, and that's why you want to extend the olive branch. Or that's why when it's extended to you, you will receive it. Or if you just want to switch some stuff up, and I want to say fun, right? Fun stuff up with your family, make some fun, positive changes. You're being inspired to do so from them. Ooh, love this. Okay, let's go to Thursday. Unconditional love. All right. And the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords, there's a heart here. I don't take this as, and she has a pleasant look on her face. I don't take this even though it looks like, oh, I feel like she just is having some alone time. I feel like she knows that she needs a little downtime, and maybe after this, or say this, you may need just a little downtime to really just to be able to absorb, to take in what it is that maybe you extended or was extended, maybe to help, when you were prioritizing things, maybe just here, because it looks like the same girl almost, when you were like, what's inspiring me? You're taking that time out because you want to give yourself nurturing, self-care, self-love. It's talked about all the time. It's not a joke. We need to do that for ourselves. And I feel that maybe on Thursday, you're going to just feel the need to disconnect. Disconnect. It doesn't have to be for a long time, or maybe it does. It's going to be how or whatever fits your situation. But there just may be this feeling again where you're like, whew, I've been having quite a week here. I need to just disconnect for the day. All right, even if it's even disconnecting from a priority, because you're making the disconnection a priority. Let's go to Friday. We have Shadow, Divine Healers. Again, there's a heart here. I love that. And see, there's a heart in here, okay? So, with the Knight of Cups. Ooh, okay. I feel for some of you, I'm going in on the romance part or the dating. It could be your relationship with your significant other, your spouse, whatever it is. But I feel like there could be some issues coming up in and around Friday that maybe shadow. There are things that need to be dealt with. I'm not really feeling serious. I feel what I need to say is if you don't deal with these shadows, they can have the potential to become serious issues. But right now, I feel there's still love there. I feel like someone's still holding their heart out. I feel like someone's maybe being not real receptive. And I feel like that's why it needs to be dealt with sooner than later. This is a choice, okay? You make the choice to deal with your shadows, because most times they don't heal themselves. And I just feel with the Knight of Cups there, it's like they're coming in. They're coming in. One of the things we can say about a Knight of Cups, which is very tarot, they're coming in with a message of the heart, okay? So I feel like somewhere in a relationship, like I said, whether it's dating, or you're already in the relationship, you're actually married, or it's your significant other, there's something that you need to address, okay? And I feel, again, like it can have a positive attitude, because I feel like if you don't address it, it can turn into something that isn't so positive. New beginnings. Okay, well, maybe that's it. When you address it, it's like a new beginning. It's like opening up a door. Maybe no one really, okay, I'm going to talk about this. No one knew how to approach it. But know this. This is Saturday, right? But again, I feel like these two are kind of going together. So call it Friday, Saturday, call it sometime during the week. by addressing this situation and bringing the shadow to light, because it's almost like there's a little spotlight on it here. I feel like it could be a new beginning, a new start. With the Two of Wands, yes, I think it's time for the two of you to actually, and you can even take this if it's a relationship within your family, right? Like maybe there's a hard time going on with a sibling or a parent or whatever it may be, okay? A friend even. But for most people, I feel it is a romantic thing or a relationship type thing. But look, you two need to sit and plan. You need to figure out what is the reality of this. How do we move forward? What can we do to move forward? How do we figure it out? This to me is like, look, it feels like here's like a picture of a van with a surfboard, a globe, and she's like sitting looking out at what could be. Yes, because there's a new beginning here. This is figuring it out. On Sunday, we have imagination, inner child, and we have the Hierophant. I love the Hierophant, and the reason I love the Hierophant is because I think of the Hierophant as being the teacher and the student. You could be one, you could be the other. I think the Hierophant is here to teach so that we can learn, to remind us that we need to use our childlike imagination. Oh, I really like that. Yeah. Maybe somewhere here, because this is about learning, you're going to be expanding your knowledge base, okay, by using your imagination and going back maybe to when you were a child, or that feeling of when, you're running through chasing butterflies or whatever it is. Somehow you're going to learn something from going back and visiting your inner child, the happy times, okay? Because even if we've had a bad childhood, there are still plenty of happy times that have happened. And that's maybe where you need to go. All right. So you go back to when there was a happy time. You and your friends out in a field chasing butterflies. You're at the lake chasing butterflies. You're at summer camp chasing butterflies. Whatever it is, there's a learning lesson for you in there somewhere. And there's going to be something that's going to require a situation and energy that's going to require you to go back and revisit that. Okay, beautiful. You know what? There may be a little bit of work here. We have a couple days where there may be a little bit of work. But what I love is you're nurturing yourself here. You're getting your head on straight. You're prioritizing. You're really realizing that you have limitless possibilities. You want to work on things, have a new beginning in whatever areas these are. It's asking you to go back and revisit your childhood, your childlike imagination. So let's get some tarot confirmation, clarification. Look at this, you guys. Look at this. Okay. Love it. Yeah, there we go. And here we are. Okay, so I just hate to cover up the other words. That's the only thing, but you can rewind to see them. All right, so look, we have the Two of Cups. That can be making choices, right? And there's choices that you need to be making here that benefit everyone, that works out for everyone, that brings everyone together and makes things happy. I love that has come in. It can also be about a relationship. Maybe you will be meeting someone, but for the most part, I feel like it is, and here kind of, I don't know, repairing in some way where you come back together. There's no more time. Here we have up in the head. This is up in the head. There's no more time for that, okay? There's no more time. It's time for a new beginning. It's time to start planning what that new beginning in any of these areas can be for you. And what they're saying is if you take the initiative, because when we think of the tower, that is everything burning, crashing to the ground. In order for things to be rebuilt back up, out of the ashes rises the phoenix, right? I always kind of tie the death card into it too, where you're letting go, you're building new or bringing in new. It's always best if you, I don't want to say control, but I think I need to say control. If you control not the tower moment, but you. So in other words, if you don't deal with the shadow down here surrounding the relationship, there will be a tower moment and it may not feel pleasant. Okay. But if you take the initiative here to start working on it ahead of time, it's almost like it will be a tower in slow motion. I don't know, a tower that won't be as devastating because you realize there's something wrong. You're going to let it crash down and then you're going to build it back up. I hope that made sense. Okay. So it's not controlling the tower because you can't. The God source universe is bringing that in, right? Because there's a reason for it to be happening. But you can control yourself in making decisions to help make this tower easier. Okay. I hope that, yeah. All right. Let's get one last oracle card for additional guidance. Maybe just motivation, whatever it is that you may need to hear. My high vibe thoughts create health in my body, peace in my mind, and love in my heart. I said heart, and there was somewhere else with a heart. So my high vibe thoughts create health in my body, peace in my mind, and love in my heart. What a beautiful way to end this week, okay? And carry that with you. So that is it for November 20th to 26th. If you enjoyed the energy, if you enjoyed the cards, the reading itself, because a message here, well, we don't know because this is the week coming in. So it's almost like you watch it ahead, right, for a heads up. And then I usually go back and watch it and go, oh, wow. Yes, I see how that happened. Ooh, I'm glad I was prepared. So thumbs up, please. I would appreciate it. Thank you to my regular loyal viewers. I appreciate you for coming back reading after reading. If you're new here, please subscribe. And if you know someone who may need to hear this message, please be the conduit to pass it along to them. I'll see you next week.